All right, good evening, cyber friends. This is Minute Man coming at you again from back here at Studio B, Walker's Music, and we want to say we give God the honor, all the praise as usual. Thanking Him for every one of you out there in the cyber world. Thank God for the inner circle of friends and all the support that y'all give old Minute Man. We are very appreciative. Excuse me. We see here in my video tonight title is, I think this is the first time I ever called it this, but it's called the Sunday Night Report, and I'm just giving a report on the activities of the day when I left home for this morning for our 125th anniversary, and I want to say to the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church family and pastor, we certainly y'all need to give your own self a hand for a job well done. And then our awesome guests we had, y'all. We had some awesome guests. I know all of them very well. One of them is my classmate. I didn't get a chance to say anything to him, but Reverend Henry Hogan III, Skeet, we call him. That's my classmate. In case y'all didn't know it, he's the pastor of the Mount Vernon Missionary Baptist Church, as well as Laverne Grady Richardson, very dear friend of mine. Then we all go back to high school, way back. And my buddy, he was the guest evangelist, guest pastor today, from Virgil Chapel Missionary Baptist Church. Him and his wife Vaughn. I got a chance to talk to both of them today, and I was really did enjoy talking with them once again. Because like I told y'all, I used to play at Virgil Chapel. Matter of fact, I was a musician at Virgil Chapel when Reverend Rawls came to Virgil Chapel. I was already the musician there. I was the musician when they had Reverend G.W. Warren. I was there then. And as y'all know, Pastor Rawls gonna preach. Yeah, you just might as well just go and take your hat off and sit on down, because he's gonna do that. And that's exactly what he did. And it don't take him long to do it. It don't take him long. He don't be up there all day. We just had a real nice time. I didn't get a chance to come to kind of, mix and mingle. Like I said, I didn't even get a chance to say anything to my classmate or Laverne. I didn't get a chance to say that, but I did talk to Pastor Rawls and Vaughn, his wife. We got a kick out of that, a real good kick out of that. And so everything went real well as far as I could tell today, because like I said, y'all, with the way I am right now, with I haven't gotten so used to this prosthetic yet, and therefore I'm limited to my mobility. It's still limited. So I mean, I can go downstairs, in other words, and like I said, today was a day we served, like dinner for everybody, and I think everything was very good. I know the food was very good, so I'm praying. It is my hope and prayer that everybody got served and everybody did certainly enjoy the food that was prepared for them. Being a deacon at the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, it's me, Gregory Holmes, and Harry Richardson. Harry's the chairman. It is up to us to see to it that we want to see that everybody be satisfied. And we look after the welfare of the church and assist our pastor, Pastor Christopher Williams. So I'm just saying that we had from what I can tell, I didn't go down in the, I didn't go into the kitchen today. I didn't try to go down and to be, like I said, with my mobility issues. I had my walker. I can go down without my walker, but I feel better with my walker if I got it. I'm more comfortable with that walker because I balance myself more better with the walker right now. But I believe y'all keep praying for old Mitty Man, that by and by I will be able to walk on that peg leg like I did my other leg, and I will get my mobility back to a certain degree where I can just move about like a rabbit, and I'll be able to go and bounce up and down and come up and down like I used to do, and that way I can fellowship better with the people. That's what I like to do. That's one thing I love. I've always loved fellowship. It's the fellowship that's what I miss from being in the church. It's the fellowship, because sometimes there are people that we never see until we was at church. I mean, come on, y'all choir members, y'all know what I'm talking about. Or Back in the day, back in the 70s, in the late 70s, like 76, 77, the old choir anniversary was in the bloom. And I mean, I'm talking about, I know it was, because at Antioch, choir number 2 went, they was known all over Southwest Georgia, as well as other choirs over there. Like I told y'all about mine, Buddy Darrell, Big Bethel, and Floyd was playing for my church. Floyd was our piano player. I wasn't no piano player. I didn't start playing piano till late years. Floyd and Darrell and Terry Blackman is the one taught me what I really know until I got off and went to college. And then I took up music, and then I went on from there. But yet and still, Floyd was the one that had that choir at Antioch, and they were very, very well known all over Southwest Georgia. And like I said, we have, that is the thing about it. When we used to have those choir anniversaries, some people we never did see until we was at a choir anniversary. So therefore, it was something to be said about going to a choir anniversary. We used to go. Sometimes we would leave home in the morning and wouldn't get back to night. We would go 2 and 3 different places in one Sunday afternoon. That's where it used to be, y'all, back in the day. And like I said, it was the fellowship that we enjoyed so well. Matter of fact, after I came back, after I went on my track in the military, then I came back. When I came back into the area, it was Floyd is the one that got me started in, playing for the different churches and everything. And that was in '93 when I got back in this area, because I left when I graduated from Andrew College in '84. I left and went to Berry, and then I stayed away in the military and away overseas and everything, and I didn't get back here till like some 10 years later. So once I got back, Floyd got me right away into playing for the various churches. But the one thing was, it wasn't the churches that I started with. It was my buddy Fady Clark and the Sophisticated Gents. I started playing for them first. It was right there. Old Fady came to my house one evening, and asked me would I would play for them and help assist Floyd. Because Floyd was with them at that time as well. And Fady wanted me to help assist Floyd in that, like I used to do at Antioch, which was my home church. But see, Floyd was the musician there, and I never tried to get in his way. I stayed out of his way. But it was with the Sophisticated Gents that I started with. And then it went from the Sophisticated Gents, and then I went into the various churches. Matter of fact, it was Virgil Chapel was one of the first churches I had. Virgil Chapel, and it was Pleasant Grove, Virgil Chapel, Pleasant Grove, and Union Grove. Those were the first 3 churches that I started with back in '93, '94. It was in that particular point and period of time. But at any rate, y'all, that this Sunday Night Report is just showing you that when we cannot fellowship with each other, sometimes we would not even see one another, because like I said, most of the time we would see each other in church. That's where we met up was at church. And it was a good time at that time. And I mean, on choir anniversary used to be, wow. Y'all, I remember once, I believe it was in 1977, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was 1977. I'm going to say 77. I believe that. And choir number 2 had their choir anniversary. It used to always be the 4th Sunday in November. And it would be cold, too. And, but y'all, if I'm not mistaken, choir number 2, the president of the choir was Mr. Bud Holmes. We call him Mr. Bud. His name was A.J. Holmes. That's Dot's daddy, Dot and Al Joseph's daddy, and Greg granddaddy. But he was the president of the choir, and Lilybell Odom Garrett, which is Anna's sister, she was the choir director at that time. And for many years she was the choir director. And y'all, that November, it was cold. But our church was full of choirs, inside and outside. It was just as many choirs that were standing on the outside trying to get in as it was on the inside. That just how big that anniversary was. I believe y'all. I mean, you know, like I said, it's been a while back. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was something close to about 30 some odd choirs that were there that night. And I mean, didn't nobody leave. Didn't nobody leave. That's just the way it was. And like I said, that was back in the day when the old choir anniversary was really about something. But by and by, like most things, y'all, as the time went on, it got to be a show. It became a fashion show, and I'm going to try to outsing you, and you're going to try to outsing me. And once it get like that and get God out of it, it goes down. Like I always tell y'all, if anything God is not in, it going down. It going to come to nothing. And that's sort of like what happened to the old choir anniversaries. As a matter of fact, right now, you don't, I mean, like I said, that particular night, it was like 30 some odd choirs at Antioch that night. Now we don't even have about, I believe we don't even have 5 choirs now that's even involved in those choir anniversaries anymore. As far as I know, I don't think it's all, I mean, I can't name 5 choirs that's still in these anniversaries in this area. Maybe in other areas, I don't know. But in this area, I know for a fact that we don't have a good 10 choirs in that's still participating in choir anniversary. But at any rate, y'all, that's how come I say I hate it when the church closed up. When the church closed its doors because of the fact that I missed the fellowship. And see, Satan knows, y'all, that we get strength we draw strength from each other. And he knows that. And if he can keep you separated, that's the old military tactic. It's called divide and conquer. If you can divide your enemy up, you can get them. And that's exactly what Satan has done during this here so-called quote-unquote pandemic, which is nothing but a demon from the hell. And God is gonna deal with it after a while. Y'all just watch what I'm telling you. Just watch what I'm telling you. God's gonna deal with it, and He's gonna show everybody up after a while. Just watch and see. But I'm just glad that we did have a chance to do the 125th church anniversary on the day. We enjoyed our guest, Virgin Chapel's pastor, and his they said first lady, but I said the only lady. We were glad to talk to Vaughn and Reverend Ross today. God knows we was glad to talk to him. I wished I had a chance to talk with Laverne and my classmate Skeet. I really do. But like I said, I did not go down in the kitchen area because I was trying to stay out of the way with my mobility issues. It took me, best thing I can do is get on out the church and get on back in the car. But we are so certainly glad that we got certain people that is trying to do something. And like I said, y'all, this follow your mind, you know, follow your mind. But remember, y'all, no matter what, there's nothing more powerful than our God. Just remember that. When you're making your decisions, whatever that decision might be, when you are making your decisions, just remember, there is nothing, no thing, and nobody more powerful than God. Just remember that when you start making your decisions. So right now we are saying that we are thank God for today's journey, and we was able to go out and everything. We thank God for all of you that I don't know exactly who all was there today, but if you were, we certainly do appreciate it. Your comment. If we can do anything, those of you that are local and that was there, if any time that any of y'all can do anything, you just certainly let us know. And I'm quite sure some of us will try to do something, and we'll do the best we can. So with that said, in behalf of my pastor, Pastor Christopher Williams, as well as all the members and the officers there at Antioch, we will say, God bless you and keep you is my prayer. And so like I always say, y'all, no matter what you get, no matter what you get into, if God ain't in it, please, ma'am, please, sir, come on out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. Till the next video, next Bible study, whichever comes first, this Mighty Man saying peace and good night.